The phrase common man is used very commonly in our everyday mass media. But who exactly is the common man? Or in Hindi, the Aam Aadmi.
People like you and me are common man and who comes basically from a middle class family.
Farmer, daily wage worker, even I am also a common man.
A common man is a good citizen.
Common Man reminds me of R. Lakshman's Common Man.
Does this actually describe the real common man? What if we define a common man as the man with the most common traits? The common man is below 25. He lives in the village. He earns out of agriculture. He lives at the edge of the poverty line, managing his family with less than $2 per day. Worse, he is not registered at birth and does not even get to complete elementary education. In short, the common man lives a life very different from you and me. He has a mobile but does not access the internet. He watches TV but not cable TV. He listens to radio but not to FM, and he does not read the newspaper. Interestingly, the common man, the term itself, excludes 48.4% women population in India. So, the world around him or her is very different from the world around us, you and me. And how do we know about this different world? We don't. Our lifestyle, education, and the popular media that surround us conveniently exclude the plight of the common man. The life and challenges of the common man of India is a black box to us, you and me, the urban educated youth. The urban youth lacks a lens through which they can view the real picture. And as the reality of the common man moves further away, there is a dire need for a platform to work towards bridging the great divide between our life and the life of the common man. This is where State Bank of India, one of the most trusted and respected brand names of India, opened the doors for a fellowship to bring together the bright young minds of the country to join hands with rural community, empathize with their struggles, and to start a movement to fuel change for a better India. The program threw a challenge to the outstanding graduates and professionals passionate about wanting to touch lives and catalyze development at the grassroots level. From about 4,000 applicants, 34 candidates were selected to be the SBI Youth for India Fellows.
I was inclined towards this program because I get a feel of rural India, and it's not easy to just sit and talk about issues or problems until and unless you're actually there on the field.
जितने दिन भी मैं कोर्ट में काम करती हूँ तो वहाँ पे ज़्यादातर गांव वाले लोग आते हैं, तो मुझे लगता था कि ये लोगों का ऐसी परिस्थिति क्यों है, यानी हमारे पास आएगा तो एक, मेरे पास आएगा तो एक मैटर आएगा, तो मैं सब हर एक गांव वाले का मैटर तो हैंडल नहीं कर सकती हूँ, तो क्यों ना उनके नज़दीक जाके उनके विचारधाराएं सब देख सकूँ.
See, we read a lot of books. We gain a lot of knowledge, be it different ways, by books, by media, TV, and whatever. So I'm here to connect that knowledge with reality, just to understand it and acknowledge it, because acknowledging is more painful than understanding it.
Since I was working in a software engineering company, so I thought that in this program there was a program area for ICT. So I thought that okay, I can use the technology part for the betterment of the people's life.
As per IB in a laboratory and developing the products is not enough. So I thought to take the challenge of myself and go to the farmers and interact with those people in the field itself and talk to them and bring out the new kind of the challenges they have, the problems they are facing, and to develop the solutions afterwards.
I have spent my childhood in a town, and secondly, most of my relatives other than my family member or my parents, they're still in the farming, and I know how miserable the situation or life in the farming is. So somewhere I wanted to work. I had that feeling that I need to work for this, but never had a real courage to come out of my comfort zone. Well, the well-structuredness of this program, that's what I thought, that this program is giving me what I'm really looking for.
since my school days, I was really fascinated with working for the country and doing something for the community, but never found a chance. And SBI Wi-Fi provided me the required platform, which helped me to channelize my energy in a good way and utilize it for 1 year, so that that energy used to the max for the development of the country and also for the development of the community at large.
For a year, the fellows worked on a variety of rural development projects in 7 states and 1 union territory with 3 reputed NGOs: MS Swaminathan Research Foundation, BIF Development Research Foundation, and Seva Mandir. Each of these organizations has more than 2 decades of experience. The fellows worked on areas such as education, public policy and awareness, environmental issues, value chain development, and tribal development.
I got to learn a lot. Gelled well along with people. I learned how to actually, go talk to people, how to approach them.
It's completely different. If you really go to those people, you feel that they are not living a good life. They can do better, they can do this, they can do that. But you look at their faces. Sometimes you find, or most of the time you find, they are happy the way they are living. There are the systems in place, there are resources in place, but a small ingredient is missing, which is the coordination of all.
I already had a image of in my mind like how the rural India is, but in a tribal India I never imagined how it is. It is more primitive stage compared to any rural people. They have their own culture, they have their own language compared to any other villages.
After my initial understanding of the area and spending time with people, I realized that external solutions are not very practical in these areas. Every area has certain problems, and these problems exist because of a set of different conditions around this area. So I wanted to work with something that was already there and see if traditional ways can be improved. I have definitely learned a lot, and I think that is the biggest part in the whole project. My learning has been the largest. My work may form 20-25% of it. There's no particular way to express these learning. It's more of an experience. I may spell it out in words for you, but you'll never feel the same. Just being here itself is an experience. And maybe the worst, in the most modest way I can say, it will definitely teach you patience and teach you more about life.
There were some villages like Kalamvira and Chowk. They were really responsive towards any development issue brought to them.
The point when we entered into this fellowship and we started talking to the people and our mentors, they were quite happy with our ideas. But there came a point where we realized that it's not that easy. When we are staying away from rural area, it's quite easy for us to decide yes, such and such kind of development work can be carried out in a very easy manner, and we quite often we think people are not doing their job properly at this rural grassroots level. But once we started doing our project, we realized it's not that easy to penetrate into rural market, and while doing any kind of project at rural at grassroots level, it's not that easy.
Well, initially things were not easy as I had expected. They were not very open or receptive when you approach them. But gradually, after having spent some time with the community and after telling them what my intentions were or where I came from, they became more open. And in the course of time, I was able to make a good rapport with the community. Now I can say I got some really good friends in the field.
Here I have learned how to handle people who do not understand deadlines and who do not fear being reprimanded, which is not the case when we are working in the corporates.
Each of the fellows considers this experience to be unique. Experiences like no other have made this the best year in the lives of most of the fellows.
I think women should go for it. They shouldn't feel that I can't do it because nothing is impossible. So they should go and experience this. This is a journey and you will not get to experience such a thing.
ये प्रोग्राम मुझे बहुत अच्छा लगा और मेरे लिए ये नया एक्सपीरियंस था. इससे पहले मैंने ऐसा कुछ भी नहीं किया था.
Yeah, it's really worth of 1 year to spend in this program. and you will really learn a lot. I have learned a lot of things in this program.
The number one takeaway would be the group of friends that I could make during the course of this fellowship. The Youth for India team, or the Youth for India fellows, the NGO members and the project teams. I think I would never have been able to make such a group of friends if I had not joined this fellowship. Apart from that, this fellowship has changed me personally a lot. It has, as a person, it has made me more receptive and open about things happening around us, like various social and political issues.
I feel all these experiences will play an important role in any decision that I take now or later.
They say they learned more from the rural life than the other way around. And that has made them relook at their career, ambitions, and life choices.
After these 8 months, I've got more inclined towards working in this sector. It was not decided earlier, but now I think I would just try and stay back.
Yeah, in the next I have several plans currently. Taking up my father's business, he is into food processing.
It has inculcated a desire to become an entrepreneur in me, because when I see at most of the villages, they are entrepreneurs in themselves. They don't have a job that we urban people, call as a secure job. Every day for them is a new day, and they make their living. I have decided to pursue tribal art and craft promotion of organic agriculture.
My main goal of my life, as I told, has been starting up my own company in a social direction. But after this fellowship, still I would like to gain some more experience, because I have learned a lot of things and I need to learn some more things. I have realized some my weaknesses and some strengths through this fellowship, like while working in this fellowship. So I would definitely like to gain some more exposure in this field, and then I would like to continue with my future dream of starting up a social enterprise.
Having lived in a rural area for a year, I think it has made me rethink on the urban lifestyle that we used to follow. Like, for example, the amount of money we spend on things that may be avoided, like things that are unnecessary, or say the amount of plastic waste we generate knowingly or unknowingly. So like this fellowship has created a lot of changes, and I think that this will definitely help me in my future life, both personally as well as professionally.
Initially, I had this plan to return to the mainstream, but I don't think that would be so easy to decide whether I'll be returning to the mainstream or doing a similar community work and serving the community at large.
The SBI Youth for India Fellowship provided a platform for the urban youth to work with rural communities. And now, with many of the fellows deciding to stay back, the fellowship has indeed set the wheels in motion.